Well, here's a poem. It doesn't give me great pleasure to read, but here goes. This one I called My Mother's Death. My mother, as usual, judged it best. The day before her funeral, in a gibberish of legs, a fly refused to die on her bathroom sill. Out of its time, come February, but still raging against the dying of its light. My mother's house, corporeal husk of one now cool to the touch, retained its warmth. My destination in a 6-hour journey into loneliness. My plan had been, she might be ashamed to die if I stayed camped beside the hospital bed, or else she might draw energy from me by some osmosis, fanciful or futile. Anyway, it didn't happen. She chose her moment, waiting until, for an instant, I'd slipped aside, and then she slipped away herself. Peaceful, one's supposed to say, though I should call it moribund. I knew I'd seen her scratch and moan, cognizant at least of her distress, struggling to be comfy, until, in the wing beat of an insect, nature betrayed her. Michelangelo it was who said that death meant nothing. It had no hold, so long as we held on in the mind's eye of the living. But it is love that has no span, no currency, beyond an extant memory. Each age recedes beyond remembrance, and our maimed minds are all that's left for reckoning. Oh yes, let's cling to the detritus of forfeited lives, like a lost child. Let's hoard the memories, the papers and pictures yellowed as pulled teeth. Let's fight as an infant fights off sleep and frightful dreams, thinking we might forestall time's withering recession. You'll tell me, death is the hard edge that whets a life and hones it into shape. Tell me how a dozen figures stand behind each living face, how in our dust an unborn forest lies asleep. Tell me of death's necessity, how winter must precede each spring. Say, let's be grateful for, however briefly, sentience can rise above this surge of all-enveloping darkness. Yet I have lost my dearest friend. The warm spark at my core is up in smoke. I shiver with the cold of bones.